Welcome to Los Angeles. Glad you could be with us for tonight's game. With Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. We're just about ready to get underway.
Great to be here, Mike. Now let's meet the men in goal. For Columbus, somebody really looking to get on track in this one, Jean-Francois Labbé. And at the other end of the ice, for Los Angeles, the man they call Felix the Cat, Felix Potvin.
We're ready for tonight's game in Los Angeles. Sent to Richardson. Across right to Hines. Hip check thrown. Recovered by Columbus. Draw in the left circle. One times it to Wisnowski. Shooting! Knutson with the slap shot. Tapped up to Palffy. Breakaway chance. Rink wide to Whitney.
Both teams still searching for that first goal.
To Palffy. Rink wide to Johnson. Feeds it across. Feeds it across. Picks it off. Cross ice pass. To Whitney. Dumps it into the corner. Wide. Off the mark. Off the mark. Columbus with the puck. Miller with the slap shot. Just missed. Chased down by Spacek. Over to Castles. Feeds it across. The Blue Jackets head to the bench for a change. That play was offside. Face off in the neutral zone. Quick pass to Richardson. He was belted.
Lachance, physical in this game right off the hop.
Sillinger with the puck. Slap shot. Misses the mark. To Belanger. Takes a shot. Off the board. Feeds it across.
Oh, whoever gets the first goal gets a big lift.
The Blue Jackets in the midst of a change. Cross ice pass. What a somersaulting hip check that was.
Quint, physical in this game right off the hop.
Face off in the right circle. Allison hustles to it. The drive. Loads it up and fires. To Viborny. Rocket. He scores. Allison finds the back of the net. The Blue Jackets now find themselves trailing.
It's always tough for a goalie to stop the shots up high. He just couldn't react in time.
Draw at center ice. Over to Klesla. Over to Viborny. A vicious hip check.
Ouch!
The wrist shot. Over to Palffy. Cross ice pass. On the rush. Johnson ahead with it. One times it to Palffy. Over to Castles. The Kings looking for a little breathing room. The Blue Jackets in the midst of a change. Knutson on the hard around. Misses wide. The Kings go for a scores! The goalie didn't have any help, and he gives up the goal. And that stretches the lead.
Oh, what a brilliant dipsy-doodle move that
was. Face off at center ice. Quick pass to Grandpierre. Across left to Deneen. Puts one on goal. Cross ice to Deadmarsh. Rink wide to Hines. Allison appears to be shaken up.
Allison down on the ice. Looks like he might have landed awkwardly.
Draw in the left circle. Smolinski up with it. Winds up and fires. Off the board. One timed over to Belanger. Winds up and fires. Off the mark to Castles. Rockets one. Columbus having trouble scoring.
The Blue Jackets having a hard time getting the puck behind anybody.
Moves it quickly to Grandpierre. Favorny with the slap shot. Face off in the left circle. Sent to Klesla. Unload. To Deadmarsh. Over to Hines. Rister. Covered by LeBay. Face off in the right circle. Puts one on goal. Wrist shot. Cross ice pass. Cross ice pass. The Blue Jackets trail. The Blue Jackets are offside. Columbus struggling away from home.
Whether it's the travel or the away jerseys, they've had difficulty on the road.
One-timed over to Richardson. Across left to Palfy. Pass to Johnson. Rasmussen plays it into the corner. Scores! Castles had only the goalie to beat, and he did just that.
As if it wasn't enough to get scored on, his water bottle went flying too.
Face off in the neutral zone. Touch pass to Grandpierre. Cross ice to Aubin. Over to Deadmark. Cross ice to Hines. Time almost up. Offside is the signal. Face off at center ice. Sent to Klesla. Cross ice pass. Drives one towards the net. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the period. Los Angeles 2, the Blue Jackets 1. We're ready now for the start of the second period.
Los Angeles holding a small lead and is looking to add to it. They're not comfortable.
Still a close game. To Hines. Sent into the corner. Hard off the board. Off the boards. Oh, was he ever drilled?
Oh, that was a pretty good takeout.
Play stops as a penalty is called. And Columbus will go on the power play.
The league simply will not tolerate those kinds of plays anymore.
Columbus.
Horrible on the power play this year. They've got to get something going here.
Face off at center ice. LePerriere takes it up ice. LePerriere dumps it to the corner. Wide of the mark. Across left to Favorny. Over to Whitney. Schneider waits behind his own net. We'll have an icing call against Columbus. Face off in the right circle. Quick pass to LaChance. Lets it fly. Over to Whitney. Right side to Whitney. Feeds it across. Johnson plays it into the corner. Wide of the mark. Just wide. Moves it quickly to Johnson with a slap shot. Columbus with the man advantage. Los Angeles takes advantage of power play opportunity. Draw to the right of the net. Picked up by the Kings. Blasts it to Favorny. Over to Whitney. Cross ice to Favorny. Picks it off. Pass to Nordstrom. Picks it off. Breakaway. The Blue Jackets go for a line change. Unloads. The Kings change it up. Guides it on to LaChance. Deadmark over the line ahead of the puck. The draw in the neutral zone. One-timed over to Richardson. Drop to Deadmarsh. Pass picked off by Wright. One times it to Aubin. The Kings looking for a little breathing room. Feeds it across. A shot to Aubin. Across left to Sillinger. The Blue Jackets change up. Potvin smothers it. Draw to the left of the net. Belanger up with it. The slap shot. Over to Eloranta. Over to Emerson. Across left to Emerson. Over to Eloranta. One-timed over to Eloranta. Cross ice to Emerson. 2-on-1. Cross ice pass. Left side to Belanger. Nails him with a vicious hip check. Across left to Castles. Castles plays it into the corner. Wide. Off the mark. Los Angeles 2, the Blue Jackets 1. Shot. Smothers it. Draw to the left of the net. One times it to Richardson. Covered up. Face off in the left circle. Smolinski gets control. One timed over to Hines. Over to Hines. Play stops as a penalty is called. And Los Angeles will go on the power play.
You can't throw elbows like that and get away with it. Huge problems on the power play this season for Los Angeles.
Draw at center ice. Gathered in by Smolinski. Sent into the corner. From Pierre on the hard around. Just missed. He missed the net. That shot's wide. Face off in the right circle. Takes the puck. Quick pass to Sillinger. Pass picked off by Wisnowski. Time on the power play winding down. Los Angeles with the advantage here. Dumps it into the corner. Feeds it across. Sent to Sillinger. Recovered by Wisnowski. Dumped into the corner. Caroms off the boards. Just missed. They kill the penalty. LeChamp hustles to it. With a shot. Off the board. He covers it. Face off to the left of the net. Moves it quickly to Klesla. Left side to Castles. Passes to Belanger. Belanger with the puck. He scores! The Blue Jackets have to find a way to climb back in this thing. Draw at center ice. He drops it. That one out of reach. Period's drawing to a close. The shot. Cross ice pass. Shoots it into the corner. And that'll do it for the second period. Los Angeles 3, the Blue Jackets 1. Ready for the start of the third period.
Los Angeles
Can play conservatively here in the third and still preserve the victory.
Columbus trailing. Palffy races over to get it. To Miller. Over to Castles. Feeds it across. Taking it ahead. Tees it up. Can't find the target. Fires away. Miller starts it the other way. Over to Hines. Hines takes the puck. LeChamp touches it up and gets the icing call. The penalty box has been a home away from home for Columbus. Face off in the left circle. With a wrist shot. Wide of the mark. Across right to Eloranta. Cranks it. Unloads. He missed the net. Can't find the target. Rockets one. Incredible save. One timed over to Aubin. The Kings lead here. With a wrist shot. LeBay smothers it. Face off in the left circle. Pass to Whitney. Cross ice to Favorny. shoots it into the corner. Rink wide to Rasmussen. Palffy beats him to the puck. Face off in the left circle. One-timed over to Richardson. Quick shot. Knutson connects on the hip check.
Knutson absolutely hammered out there.
An injured player down.
That's why you got to keep your head on a swivel on the ice. You never know where it'll come from.
Draw in the neutral zone. Rasmussen races over to get it with a slap shot. Covered up. Face off in the right circle. To Grandpierre. Over to right. The Kings out in front. Got an odd man rush. Over to Deneen. 2 on none. The Blue Jackets want a change. Putman rubs him with a diving save.
He was in midair when he made that acrobatic save.
Shooting. Stoppage of play. We're going to look at a replay of that save.
That save was pure reflexes. What a brilliant save.
Face off in the neutral zone. Sent to Richardson. Rasmussen with the slap shot. Over to Johnson. Cut it up. Face off to the right of the net. Moves it quickly to Klesla. Feeds it across. Lets it fly. Feeds it along to Deneen. Cross ice pass. Across right to Deneen. The Blue Jackets want a change. He fires. Passed ahead. Over to Emerson. The Kings lead here. The Kings head to the bench for a change. Rink wide to Sillinger. Takes a shot. One-timed over to Whitney. Pass picked off by Veznovsky. Big shot. Got a skate on it. Across right to Whitney. Quick shot. With a shot. Moves it ahead. Cross ice to Castles. Played into the corner. Sillinger retrieves it. Nobody back. Here's a breakaway. The Blue Jackets change on the fly. He's been standing on his head in this game. Face off in the left circle. Touch pass to Grandpierre. Over to Deadmarsh. With a shot. Paborny hustles to it. Blasts it. Over to Deadmarsh. Rink wide to Hines. Los Angeles 3. The Blue Jackets 1. The Kings want to change lines. To Deneen. That one off target. To Hines. Lilia in the defensive end to get it. Face off to the left of the net. Over to Klesla. Left behind. Quick pass to Whitney. Puts one on goal. Cut it up. Face off to the right of the net. Touch pass to Richardson. Cross ice to Castles. Period's drawing to a close. Advances the puck to Smolinski. Across left to LaPerriere. That'll do it. This one is over. The Kings come out on top in this one.
Pretty comfortable margin of victory, Doc. Not spectacular, but workmanlike.
I'm Mike Emmerich for Darren Pang, and we'll see you next time.
The third star from the Los Angeles Kings, number 28, Adam Gittler. The second star from the Los Angeles Kings, number 12, Ken. And the first star of the game, from the Los Angeles Kings, number 41, Jason Allison.